Welcome to Tech Week in View on Megawatt TV, where each week we take the biggest stories of the week, chew them up, spit them out, and tell you what we think. Stay tuned. So if you're looking to buy a netbook for Christmas, you might be pleased to hear that the One Laptop Per Child OLPC initiative has finally come to Europe. For £254, you get a laptop yourself, and then the other one, well, unfortunately you can't give it to the missus, the other one goes to a developing country, a child in a developing country. All very well and good, all for a good cause. However, we can't feel that, well, they've just missed the boat, haven't they? I mean, you know, everybody under the sun now has a netbook computer. You've got Asus, you've got MSI, you've got Acer, you've got Toshiba, you've got LG, and even Sony's got one. Okay, well, Sony's one's £2,000, it's incredibly expensive. But it's the idea that, you know, an Asus 7-inch 701 EPC doesn't even cost £254 anymore. I could still probably buy two and send one off anyway. And so whilst it's all for a good cause, and we understand that, you know, hey, we're doing Movember, that's for a good cause, I just get the feeling they've missed the boat. So this week saw a connected dashboard device that allows you to alert other drivers of when you've spotted a mobile speed camera. Now, while most people use sat-navs and therefore that allows them to get around speed cameras anyway, those mobile cameras, they can be a pain in the arse. Well, this device, and we love, allows you to get around that. Connected, you press the button when you see one, 3 minutes later, everybody else knows about it. It's going to keep the police on their toes, and let's face it, all they do with the money is use it for Christmas balls or parties anyway. Swindon, they've got a good idea, they've banned them altogether, and I think everybody else should too. So Microsoft this week announced that they were updating the Windows Live service, Wave 3 as it's internally called. What does this mean for us? Well, the interesting thing is that Microsoft has decided that it can't compete with social networking sites like Facebook, Bebo, MySpace, Twitters, Yelps, Last.fms, etc., etc., and therefore has become an aggregator of content. So you'll turn into your live website, your live homepage, and instead of trying to manage your own status, which is yet another thing to manage, it'll just give you status updates of everything that your digital life, basically, which is a really clever idea because at the end of the day, Microsoft finally, it seems, has realized that people are fickle. They don't want an all-controlling one scenario. After all, we have 2.3 emails each, according to them. But they want something that can be able to track everything. And this makes sense because, let's face it, I might be on Facebook, but my daughter, okay, she's not old enough to use a computer yet, in sort of 13, 14 years' time, there's no way that she's going to want to join Facebook because Dad's on it already. And it's interesting that Microsoft has decided finally to be able to give people some choice. So we're here at the launch of the Ink One, a new social networking phone from 3. Now what's interesting, having just come out of an hour presentation, is that supposedly the mobile phone industry has forgotten about communicating. They're too busy looking at digital cameras and how to make that better, or internet surfing and the other thing. However, what was strange was in that hour presentation where we were told communicating was key, not once did anybody mention that it's a mobile phone that allows you to make phone calls. Lots was concentrated on how I can see my Facebook friends and how my status is being updated and keep in touch with other people, texting them via live messenger and things like that, but no mention. And it's interesting because I've been to quite a few mobile phone launches recently and nobody mentions the phone. You go to a Samsung event, for example, there's 8 things of how it can take big pictures and how it can keep in touch with the world and find you in GPS and all this sort of stuff, and yet nobody mentions the phone. It seems that the mobile phone is no longer the mobile phone. Maybe it should be called something else. Maybe it should be called a connecting device, because it seems all the manufacturers I'm talking to and all the presentations they're doing to me, the mobile phone really isn't the core product anymore. Now, while I'm all for adorning my face with extra additive bits, yes, this isn't just me trying to grow a moustache, it's really for Movember. You can sponsor us at Pocket Lint. What I do find strange is the people around the world that want to get the gadgets tattooed to their bodies. Now this week we saw a BlackBerry guy, well, a fan of the BlackBerry Storm, getting it tattooed on his calf of all places, while in the past we've seen people getting Zune logos tattooed on them, pretty much everything we want. Now, I suppose maybe they've gone down to the tattoo parlor and said, I need a tattoo, what can you give me? And the guy's gone, you don't want a yin, you don't want a yang, you don't want a swallow, you want your favourite gadget. Let's show your gadget love. Now, here at Pocket Lint and Megawatt, we love the gadgets, we're all for the cause, but not really sure I want to get a digital camera tattooed on my arse. Well, that's it for this week's Tech Week in View. Hope you've enjoyed our comments. Tune in next week for more diatribe from the world of technology and gadgets. I'm Stuart Miles. This is Megawatt TV. Thanks for watching.